Welcome to Timberlake Farm. Well, here we are, and the most favorite piece of property in the whole wide world that, as you can imagine, we've been here since they've been in the family since 1899. It was left to my father and mother, then my brother and my sister. We purchased it for my brother and my sister. I went to a little one-room school here in Home Valley. Spent most of my younger years here. Left for a while. We came back 40 years ago to try to resurrect this homestead and make it a little more livable than it was when I was small, because it was pretty primitive. But as you can see, we would love to have somebody see the same thing in this piece of property that we saw and make it better and bigger. But you know, so there's sometimes that we have to make a change. It doesn't mean that we want to leave here, but sometimes age says, you know, it's better for you to find something that's a little less work. And that's why we are looking to find the perfect person to come here and enjoy the peace and the serenity that this place offers. We're going to walk down here to the barn. We did our best to try to keep it in the original shape that it was built. It's fed up above and the horses are down below. As we go here, you can see the upper part there where the hay is stored, which makes it very handy because you don't have to be packing hay. You can take it from the bale and just drop it down to your horses. Well, here we are in the downstairs portion of the barn. And as you can see, this is all fairly new. It's only about 3 years old. We came to the barn, tore it all apart down here because it was all tie stalls. And if anybody's familiar with the way they used to take care of their cattle and the horses, we put foundations under everything through this barn, and we put new noble stalls in so that they are 12 by 14, nice large stalls for your horse so that they can lay down and relax. And especially when it's hot or inclement out there, we can keep them in and they're not cramped in their style. So we have three. One of our horses here is at the trainer. That's Finn. And then we have another horse down here. His name is Dutch. So there's a good airflow through here. It's well built because it's got a good cement floor. Here's a nice feed room in between that you can keep all your feed, and even there's room in there for tack if you so desire. And of course we have another place for our tack, but it's plenty of room for that. And everything is new here. This was all milled on the place. These boards here, all of these beams were milled here out of wood coming off of our farm. Here we are on one of the trails that goes up to the lake. It is on the southeast corner of this piece of property. And when you come into the piece of property, the other corner is down by the gate. So you can kind of see the proximity of where the lake is, but it's on the southeast corner. There are trails all over this piece of property. So if you are an equestrian person, you don't have to haul to go any place to ride your horse. You just have to saddle up and you can go out and cover the whole piece of property and probably ride for an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, with all the trails that we have put here on the property. The lake is approximately, I would say, 2.5 to 3 acres. And it used to be stocked, and we still have fish up there. If you want to go up there, it's the most peaceful place on this piece of property, I feel. I love to go up there and just sit on the dock and while the time away in the peaceful outdoors. This is the original log cabin that was built in 1899. And we actually have the documentation signed by President McKinley in 1899 giving Eric Bylin the homestead rights to this piece of property. And we feel very, very blessed that we're able to keep this in the family. Here down on the flat, we built a 60 by 120 arena. So during the winter time, if it gets a little inclement here, you do have a place to ride your horse. It's not open on any part of it. And you'll be surprised if you're in the winter and get a little bit of sun, it really warms up in that arena down there. You've got all the amenities that you need just to stay home and enjoy the peace that this place offers to you. Well, I hope you like this tour, and if so, please reach out to us. We would love to show you around.